Hello, everyone. This is May from Superstar Art Foundation. Welcome to May We Talk show. And today I invite a guest who's from Spain and who's an artist who has a beautiful villa house, wants to talk a little bit more about it. So this is Tony. Hi, Tony.
Hi, May. How are you?
So, I would like you to introduce a little bit about yourself and about the beautiful villa house you have in Spain.
Okay, I'll try to make this short because it's a very long story. I grew up in New York City. I was a fine art major in college where I learned to do neon, and I did mainly neon art, but I also did printmaking and photography and other things, painting. Mm-hmm. But then when I left college, I opened a neon sign shop in New York, which I relocated to Moscow with a very special opportunity in 1993. And I stayed in Moscow until about 2012, doing first a major neon sign shop and neon art and playgrounds. We built many things. And then we moved to Moscow, then we moved to Spain, and I continued to move back and forth between Moscow and Barcelona. We bought the house in Barcelona in 2008.
Okay.
My son lived here for a number of years, and we renovated the house and moved in ourselves in 2012. And now the house has kind of outgrown us. My kids are grown, and it's a very, very large house for a very small family. So now we're ready to pass the house on to someone else who can bring it to its next stage of wonderment.
Okay. How big is the house?
The house is 920 square meters, and it sits on 3.2 hectares of land, of which maybe 1 hectare is flat and the rest is mountain.
You give a brief introduction about this house. If we want to serve the function of the art club or art gallery or like clubhouse, how many people it can be hold, or what are the functions you see as a clubhouse?
Well, the house was built in 1890, and it was renovated in 1950 and then hadn't been renovated again until we renovated it in 2012. When we renovated it, we did it at a very, very high standard. And we turned this, it was really a dying house, and we brought it back to life. So we took this dying house and we turned it into an 8-bedroom, 9-bathroom, 920 square meters of really wonderful living space. But there are private rooms, there's huge living room, there are gathering rooms, there's a gym, sauna, hammam, playrooms, there's a pool room. There's an outdoor area that's second to none. There's a 15 by 5 meter swimming pool, and plenty of room to do various activities, whether it be art or yoga. The house sits by itself and we have no meters within, I'd say 500 meters.
Okay.
So you really have privacy, and you can make noise, and you can dance, and you can play music, and you can create. That's what we do here with our kids and our friends.
Good. And yourself is a designer or architecture?
I studied architecture. I was a fine art major in college. I majored, as I said, in fine arts, focusing on neon art. And now I'm kind of a international consultant in business and art.
Good. Do you upgrade those house and design by yourself, or you invite some other designer to help?
So when I was working on this house, I brought in an architect named Havyes, and he's a local Barcelonian. He's known for green architecture, and he's published many books, and he's very, very well known. Havyes, BC Studio.
Okay. How long did you take to upgrade those whole?
Yes, we are the third family to own the house. So the house was built by a Cuban merchant in 1892. It was purchased in 1948 by the grandfather of the woman that we bought the house from. He did quite a bit of renovation at the time, but of course it's 50 years old when we bought it. And then we brought it up to really very, very high standards. We built an iron skeleton inside the house to give it the extra support it needed. We ripped out all of the floors. We took out all of the walls. We scraped on the interior and the exterior to the brick. We took off the roof of the house, and then we rebuilt it. And we rebuilt it to the standard that was filed with the city in terms of it being a protected house. So it looks the same as it used to look, but now it'll be here for 1,000 years.
Okay, so may I ask how much value or how much you have been putting into this upgrading?
I would say we have almost 5 billion all in to this house. Maybe 5.2.
Okay, and now you're asking the selling price is like?
It's listed at 6.65 million euro.
Okay, so really it's not much, you know, you're asking more than you put in, you know.
Right, the amount of headaches and legwork and negotiating with the city and with the National Forest people, and to get everything up to the level that we wanted it. It's
yeah. Not just you know, you can consider it as a part of artwork effort you put in, not just the, you know, the materials and bricks and things you put in. So I totally understand, you know, the longer you live in, the more attachment, you know, you put in this house, and it makes it more valuable. And the seller that has its own taste, you know, it's not just like a regular house, and then you know that he would put care to this house, and then you don't need to do any change to it. I think of finding a desirable house is you like at the first sight is very important.
this is either the house you walk in and you fall in love with it, or you don't. If you want to live somewhere where you have absolute privacy with great security, with an incredible view of one of the most wonderful cities in the world, culturally, gastronomically, and you're near the sea. We're 30 minutes near a very nice beach. We're an hour away from snow skiing. You know, you just have everything right at your fingertips, and 20 minutes next to an international airport. So if that's what you want, then this is a wonderful place. If that's not what you want, if you want London, this is not London. If you want Geneva, this is not Geneva. But it's a really wonderful place.
Any additional information you want to add?
Well, there are little tidbits of information, like Luis Companys, who was the president of Catalonia when Franco invaded. He went into hiding. He came in and he hid in this house for 1 year. And he used to hide in the cistern, which was underneath the house, which is now the wine cellar.
Okay.
And he used to hide in the cistern when the army would come and do the house-to-house searches. And then his son got sick in Paris, and he went to Paris to see his son, and the Nazis grabbed him, gave him to Franco's military, and he was shot in visual. I mean, we can see Montjuic, which is where the prison is, and that's where he was sentenced and killed by firing squad. And there are a lot of little bits of history like that in this house, which are quite remarkable.
I mean, that's very interesting history that I haven't known about. I believe the buyer would be interested about it as well, and to find the more fantastic things maybe.
Or something like that. We want to. It would be great if somebody from the arts came in and turned it into a place where people create. So it really has that kind of a power where you want to create things here. You want to paint, you want to make music, you want to do yoga, you want to eat, you want to cook, you want to live.
Yeah.
So either for a family or somebody who wants to do something quite remarkable like that would really be fine. But the time.